It's the one thing that ties us all together, no matter where you are or who you are. So, how do you feel about dying?
How do I feel about dying? I was okay with it growing up, thinking you're invincible. But as I've gotten older, seen how my body's changing and how my face is changing, it's scary to think that I haven't built the relationships that I thought I would have and be at a certain point in my life. So it's scary to think I'm going to be going without accomplishing anything that I really wanted to do. I just don't want to be another one of those people that you just remember.
I guess that I would say I'm scared of dying, or death is something scary, and I try not to think about it too much, but that I honestly think that it is necessary to and really important to be reminded of death and dying, and to not exclude that thought to get a new perspective, because sometimes we forget about the true meaning of life and how amazing it is to be alive.
I have many thoughts on death. I think about death all the time, every day. Nobody knows how utterly terrified I am of death. Eternity is relentless. One day joining the infinite sounds really serene, but experiencing infinity is an unrelenting journey without pause or solace, with nothing to hold on to and nothing to hold you. Life in between is our heaven. This is our holiday, to breathe, to process, to ponder and touch and see and eat and fuck and sleep. I'm not scared of dying, but I do not want death.
For better or for worse, I've seen quite a bit of death in my life, both historically as well as recently, whether it's people I know directly or in the case of mass shootings. Because of my job, I have a horrible responsibility to have to work within the span of dealing with that within my community. And of course, I'm afraid of it. But I also, if I have to go, then I have to go. So I'll embrace it when it comes.
I know that it's an inevitable consequence of living. We all have to do it. And it's what gives me my motivation to make the most of my life, to go out and, COVID permitting, travel, see amazing shows, concerts, meet friends, enjoy my life, because one day it will be over, and when that day comes, there's nothing I can do to further extend the time that I have.
But yeah, I don't know, it's a deep question, death. I think death is really the, sort of the one thing that ultimately gives life meaning. Its inevitability, I think, is maybe the only thing that's shared across all experiences. It's really, we do what we do in our days because we know that eventually we won't be here anymore to do it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't like thinking about death too much, right? Like the death of my mom was, like my only real family, my eventual death, it's tough to think about. But I know that, it's inevitable in a sense, right? As much as I like to believe that at some point in the future, I could live to be 200 and explore the universe, it's probably not going to happen.
So how I feel about dying is, how I feel about, any sort of inevitability. But I also think it's something that people don't talk about enough. Like sometimes I feel like I bring it up, and nobody really wants to talk about it. It's like, there's this thing, death, could happen like today. And people don't really like that. It's just like, it could just like get run over by a car. It's like, that's it, smashed. And people don't want to like consider that. They always feel like it's this far away thing.
I decided many years ago that I can't wait to die. Not in a, I need to hasten my way there and commit suicide kind of sense, but more in a, it's the last great or a great adventure. And so part of me is just excited in a way to find out what the fuss is all about. But at the same time, I know I'm mortal, and I know that means I'm still afraid of it on some existential level. That's just a natural thing, I believe. And so I don't feign that I don't fear it, but I can't wait for it to find out. And I just kind of hope it's quick.